All right, hey, what's going on, guys? Since I'm only doing 2 baseball camps a year now with David Flores, we have a lot of time in between, and I've been wanting to do something outside of camps, and so I'm going to be trying to make a video, 1 video per month, instructional video related to anything and everything that has to do with baseball, pitching, hitting. Doesn't really matter. And the goal is to reach kids in my neighborhood. If this, since this is going to be put on the internet, if it reaches kids elsewhere and I'm able to help, then great. Today's video is, I'm going to a lesson right now, and I thought that maybe it would be wise to take the camera along and kind of explain the coach's perspective in what's going on in a pitching lesson. It's not just, go out there and look at kids' mechanics. That's not really what I do. It's more about getting them the correct practice that they need. And just remember that, all the information in the world is great, but if you don't go out there and actually practice with a purpose, your work is never going to, it's never going to relate to the game. And that's what we're going to do. It's a kid, I think he's a freshman, maybe 14, 15, pitcher, really good arm speed, good curveball, just overall like really good. When I look at him, I see a kid that with the right weight training and just more time growing, he's going to be really good. So we'll take a look at the lesson and we'll see how it goes. All right, well, the kids are getting warm. They actually have a really good warm-up, so I'm not really worried about that. I brought my tubes along. This is something that every baseball player should have, a pair of tubings. Really good for the shoulder, and that is what's going to keep your arm healthy and strong and also kind of add to your velocity. Real good warm-up to do with this is just internal, external rotation, and there's going to be 3 spots you're going to put it on the fence. Middle, shoulder level, and then on the feet. And so I'll take you guys through this. All we want to do is keep the elbow tucked in tight to the side and come on out. And if you do, I would say between 20 and 30, it should burn. But as you guys progress and do more tubing, you're going to have to do longer and longer because your stamina is going to get there. It's just like working out. So after you do enough to where your shoulder is burning on this side, you're going to turn and hit it from this side. So again, that's just internal, external rotation at waist level. And then we bring it up here to the shoulder. And here we want to keep this elbow up. We don't want to force it down like this. We always want it to be up. So a good way to do that is just keep your hand underneath. And we're rotating. Rotating. When you get good, you can just do it like this. And again, between 20 and 30 is going to probably burn. And then after that, the longer you do this, the more you're going to have to do. So from there, after it burns, you're going to turn. Same thing on this side. 2 from the waist, 2 at shoulder level. And then we're going to bring it down to the feet. This one is my favorite. This is just reverse throwing. Just imagine like you have a ball in your hand and you're going to, boom, throw it backwards. Reach up, turn the wrist backwards like you're throwing, and then bring it through. Again, do it. When you first start any kind of program, you listen to your body and go as long as you can go. Final one, leave it at the bottom, is just practicing your throwing motion with a little bit of tension, bringing it up, band comes around the shoulder, and through. And then same thing with your eccentric movement, which is just the backwards movement. You want to control it. So you don't want to like be controlled here and then flip it backwards. Control what you're doing the whole time. Boom, and then back. Bam. Bam. That's it. That's the tubing routine. You pair that with a set of arm circles or whatever it is you may do. I'll go more into detail about arm programs maybe in a later video, but for now, just a quick little warm up. Have your tubes ready. Cut. We have both of you guys throwing today. We're going to do last time, same thing that we did. Let's go through just a regular, I would say 90-foot catch with all 3 of our pitches. All right. I'll have both of you guys standing next to each other and you guys just throw one at a time. So that way you guys both get some work. We don't have to split in half. And we're just trying to hit the big square from my knees up to my shoulders, this big rectangle right here. All of our pitches. So right now let's start with 4-seam fastball and we'll work from there. All right, so basically what I'm looking for is a balance when they come up with the leg. I'm making sure that they're not drifting forward. Nice throw. And then from there I'm watching their descent to the mound. I'm watching how controlled that is and if they're staying back. Nice on their back leg. And then after that, they're finished. Making sure they're not cutting it short. Nice, coming right through that glass of window. You just want to pretend like there's a piece of window right in front of you and you're just gonna crash right into it. All right, I want to see the same thing now with your guys' 2-seam. Okay, nothing changes, just your grip. So with 2-seam practice, it's gonna be really important for these guys, nice, to stay right behind the ball. Any kind of movement with our hand and release point, like any kind of tilt. Oh, any kind of tilt, and that ball's not gonna do what we want. All right, guys, curveballs. Just make sure you guys aren't falling away. Okay, we got a big distance to cover. After you land, push forward, let everything travel forward, all right? So with the curveball, it's really easy to cut this one short too, because some kids think that the more spin, obviously the more it's going to curve, but in this, we want to throw, we're throwing about 90 feet, and so we don't want our curveball to die. We want the curveball to hit the target and then like come through it. Nice catch. So anyways, we don't want to cut it short. We want to push forward and we want to like really throw it with some authority. Curveballs that are slow, I mean, it could be argued that some of them are okay. The 2-0, 3-0 curveball where the guy's not expecting it. However, for the most part, our curveballs have to be hard and sharp. All right, let's finish up with the changeup. Same thing as the curveball. Don't cut short, push through, and don't overturn. Keep that chest facing me, all right? Control your body. All right, so the main thing with this changeup is driving forward, and you want to commit to it. There you go, Adrian. You want to commit to it as if it was a fastball. If there's any kind of hesitation or slowing of the arm or slowing of the body, the hitter's going to pick that up. A good hitter will, and they're going to be able to tell that it's not a fastball. And so we want to really commit to finishing this pitch and making it seem as if you're throwing a fastball. This is what I've seen. Fastballs look good. Curveballs look okay. A little diving off, a little cutting short. Same thing with the changeup. Your changeup, yeah, sometimes you're just getting to the side of it. Yours actually look pretty good today. So for this short bullpen, I'm gonna put my chair in front of the mound, and I just want you guys to go through your mechanics at about 50%. So it'll look like this. And you're just making sure that all your parts are balanced. You're making sure that your release point is good. And like I was telling him last week, if you can't throw strikes at 55 feet, 50%, then you're not gonna do it at 100. So that's what we're gonna practice. It'll be a 30 pitch bullpen, and then after that, we'll go into the live situations. All right? Get some water. All right, bud, curveballs. Remember, 50%, it's all about the release point, okay? So yeah, during this exercise right here, way out here, you gotta finish right here. We're doing 50%, so the point is that I want these guys to feel every single part of their motion. From the leg lift and the balance, to when they shift their weight to the back and then drive forward. And then obviously they're landing and then release point. landing and release point is so important because that's what is going to drive you towards the plate and be able to throw 100 pitches a game and not miss your fucking spots, and which is that's the point of this. You need to get that good. Come on. Release point out in front of the eyes, chest moves forward. There it is. All right, good job, guys. So we've put in the work, and then now we're gonna throw probably a 3 to 4 inning bullpen. I'm gonna call your pitches just like I would in a game, all right? And you're gonna throw from the windup until you walk somebody or I say you gave up a hit. If you guys miss down the middle, it's gonna be a hit, okay? So what we're gonna end with here is just like a simulated bullpen changeup. It's 1-2. Where I'm calling their pitches and they're throwing them. 2 outs. Kind of like a game situation. And so we have 2 of them. So basically after the first guy, fastball, gets 3 outs, then the next guy comes in. Strike. And all we're trying to do is simulate the game and then the rest in between the innings. Curveball. Ball. That's primarily what I think a lot of people don't focus on in practice. Hang on, is taking that rest period in between. So they'll throw a 60-pitch bullpen, but they'll throw it all in a row, so they won't have time to like kind of rest and recover. So that's what we're doing here. This is how we'll end our lesson, and it's just a good practice day. So that was the lesson. We went through quite a bit. A warm-up, we went through simulated long toss, kind of where long toss with a purpose, where we're at 90 feet, throwing all of our pitches, trying to like really get some velocity on it. That in itself is pretty tiring and damaging to the arm. So we definitely want to make sure that these kids get some kind of cardio in throughout the week. After that long toss, we went through a short bullpen, which was good for them understanding and feeling their motion and mechanics. And then after that, we went through a simulated bullpen. So as you can see, it's really just a practice with a deep purpose and doing something not just for the hell of it. So hopefully the video was instructional. Hopefully it helped, and hopefully you guys like it. So like, subscribe, share, do whatever you guys do, and these videos will take off. See ya.